Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Carlos. You hear some sound, my cat is doing something over there. So just I apologize about that. But I want to answer some questions. I have friends asking me what they can print with a small printer, or at least a regular one. And they're curious about how tall or how big they can print a character, or how good a filament 3D printer, a FDM, can handle faces or some of the details. So for that, I create this video to show 5 busts and to show you what my printer, the Neptune 3 Pro, can do. If you have been watching my channel, or if you don't know, I have a huge 3D printer, the Neptune 3 Max. Of course, they are bigger. That one has been giving me a headache right now, but my Neptune 3 Pro is printing and printing. Probably this is going to be part one or maybe another video because it just keeps printing. I already have like 3 more busts that I'm gonna show probably on that video. So it has been amazing. Just to let you know, if you want a 3D printer, that could be one of them. I also want to just make sure to let you know that because this is a small channel and I don't have the time, I'm not gonna paint it or sand these pieces yet. I wanna do it in the future and I wanna show probably on a short or something like that. Today I'm just gonna show you what I have print. Stay until the end because I'm gonna talk about some adjustment and things that probably in the settings I would have done better. So now let's start. So I'm gonna show you first the Predator. This one comes in 3 pieces. Comes the base, the character, and the fangs. So that I'm gonna glue it later. And this one, I didn't have to put a lot of supports. Some broke when I took it from the plate. And to be honest, because I used the 3 supports, I was having kind of difficulty with the hair just because it kind of looked like the 3 supports, to be honest. I was able to remove it and look. What I love with these pieces that has so much detail is that the skin has a texture. And to be honest, you don't really see that much the lines, or at least they hide it a little bit. So the next one is gonna be Princess Leia. This one was a really kind of simple piece. Had some defects over here on the back that I wasn't happy, but I was surprised. With the resin printer, I will never put supports on the face, but I love that over here I can use supports on the faces, and you can see that it looked really great. I don't have like residues or anything, so I love that. That's of course because of the supports that I'm using, but still look great. I don't know what happened. I was trying to troubleshoot my bigger printer, and I have them in the same table. I'm trying to figure this out, and I don't know if because the big one was working at the same time than the other one in the same table. I mean, it doesn't move that much, but maybe it does. I don't know. I cannot really tell. But the point is that over here on the stomach and on the chest, in some part of the face, did something weird. If someone knows what it is, you can comment below. But just like something weird with the layers. It doesn't look like it moved. It didn't finish some parts. I don't know, something weird. But I really like the details. Now we will go to one of my favorites, the Mandalorian. First of all, look the size. I'm excited. I really want to sand and paint this piece. I think it's gonna look awesome. It comes in 2 parts, the base and the Mandalorian, and it looks great. So now I just rewatched the Batman movies from the 80s. Don't ask me why, but I just was looking for a Catwoman, and I found this one that is the one from the 80s. It should look amazing. And just to let you know, the Predator, the Mandalorian, and this Catwoman was made by the same artist. I'm gonna leave a link in the description if you wanna kind of check them out and print them yourself. It is just so many amazing pieces that he has here. He also has the penguin that probably I'm going to print it out. And all of his pieces are amazing. So, yeah, link in the description. Now we have Nebula. In this piece, I just love it. It is so much details. And this is from a page called, the link is going to be in the description, but they're Wicked, something like that. Don't quote me on that. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it bad, but I'm going to leave the description. They have also amazing pieces on Thingiverse, but also they have their own page where you can actually pay for more elaborated and more amazing models. So I love their work. Actually, I printed another one, a small one with resin, and it's just amazing. And it comes with a base. In this, their bases that they do They have a lot of work, a lot of details. It should look amazing. So now let's go compare. I have them all over here. One of the things like Prince Leia, I don't know how much you're gonna be able to see it, but this is the one that I can see more the lines, and also Cat Remmer, just like the size. I mean, of course, I printed in two parts, but still, I think it's amazing. I don't know if I need to put something behind so you can really see it. I took the support really quickly, so I still some part of support that I can do. Mandalorian, just love this piece. And technically, like I'm gonna show you, I was gonna for the Predator. There's so many versions out there, one with the mask, but I wanted to push it and see how much the details we're gonna show. And look at this. What do you think? Hopefully you can see some. But if you wanted to see the size, pretty much this will be the size that the printer can print. I mean, it's a good size. So I'm showing you this Catwoman because this is the one that I kind of printed the tallest. Okay, now let's talk about some of the settings. Something that I forgot to mention is that I was working with Nebula, taking some of the supports, and the hand broke. That's a shame. It looks so good. Like I said, it has so much texture that, to be honest, the only thing I would worry is maybe sand the face and try to fix it. This one I can glue it and it's not a big issue, or maybe I reprint another one. I don't know what happened with this one. The supports were really, really glue and it was really hard. Of course, it had more support than Princess Leia example. This was really easy to remove the supports. It looks amazing, but yeah, I had that defect. So one of the things that I want to talk about with the settings is that these pieces are really, really light. Because to be honest, I only use the lighting infill, 5%. And to be honest, that means that is going to be completely empty. No, that settings is not going to put anything inside. So it really, really has saved me a lot of filament, but I don't know. I barely cannot touch them. That's one of the things also that I want to mention. Barely touch them. Most of these pieces, I think, they went to the floor more than once. They just bounce. I'm glad that nothing happened. I have mentioned before that if I drop resin that is supposed to be stronger but not flexible, probably like the cement, it just shatter. It just get destroyed. And with these ones, I'm glad that nothing really happened. I have to mention that they're only like 2 walls thick. That one, this one broke. Maybe if I had more walls, I would have been okay. That's something that you can think about it. If you want to do something, just make it more walls and that will make it stronger. Another thing that I want to talk about is the layer height. To be honest, I put the highest layer on this printer that it was 0.28. And that's why I can see so many lines. Like I said, I don't know what happened in that face, but you can tell right away all the lines. So this means that, so pretty much you don't have to have these lines, at least not to show that much like these ones. You can go, I don't know, 0.16. You can even get a nozzle that is even smaller. My nozzle, the nozzle that the printer has is 0.4. You can go at 0.2 and even do a smaller layer. The smaller the layer, the better it's gonna look, of course. But still, this is just amazing. Just look at the face. Completely surprised. Oh, I'm gonna show you this one, even if it looks bad. See, it will detect some of the features. But it's just amazing. It's just amazing how much quality you can do. For sure, you have those lines, and they're not gonna go away. Like I mentioned, you can reduce them. But I mean, I kind of like the look. Of course, it's gonna be good after really good sanding. I'm curious, like things like the hairs, how much really I'm gonna lose the details. That's gonna be a good experience to know. Another thing that I was gonna want to show more if you're a beginner, there's an option that you can work with the seam. The seam is gonna there's a line that you can see on every single piece, and you can dictate if it's gonna be just like a straight line, or if it's gonna go around certain parts, or if it can be a scatter. I thought a scatter would be a better idea and you wouldn't notice, but I did it with this Mandalorian. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. But the problem is that it has scattered that line, but it looks even worse because it has kind of bumps everywhere. Everywhere you can see it more in the helmet, and it's gonna be a lot more work. And what do you think? It is worth it. You can print some cool prints. I'm gonna try to do probably one with really, really small layer height just to see the quality. I know it's gonna be better. Or even this one, if I use my same nozzle, if I use just a layer height smaller, it will take days. That's the problem. And I'm not really comfortable leaving my printer for days. This one, they took like 18 hours, some 16, some even 13 again, if I remember correctly. But if you put the layer high, it's gonna be days, 3, 4 days. So that's the only downside. But it is what it is. So enjoy art, enjoy 3D printing. Subscribe if you want to see more projects in the part two, more characters, and see you next time.